Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I hope everyone was able to stretch it out, get a good stretch in, right? Make sure that you refill that coffee, refill that water, refill that tea, all right? And once again, we are what? We are focused. We are focused, right? So right now, once again, make sure, I'm pretty sure everyone checked their messages. So right now, let's make sure that we, silence those phones. We turn those phones off. We shut the door if it's not shut already. And we're back to the laser focus. I mean, we have so much that we're going to do today. We got Josh and Marty coming up next. We have an amazing lunch speaker coming up. We still have the iPad or the money that we're going to be giving out. So we still have an action-packed day today. But right now, I need some help. So if you're willing to help me, right, I need everybody to pump their fists like this, okay? Because we're going to bring on Josh and Marty, and they're going to talk about the formatting. They're going to talk about all the publishing. So Josh and Marty, 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 Josh and Marty. Come on, Josh and Marty. I need Josh and Marty to dance with me. Josh and Marty, Josh and Marty. Come on, Josh. There we go, there we go.
Get everything from us. Get all the moves.
Oh, man.
What's going on, everybody? Let's get a quick audio and sound check, and let me share my screen. If y'all can hear us and see us, just let us know.
It's always a good time getting on here, Always instantly brings us a smile to our face.
Instantly.
All right, so they're saying we sound good. So it's great.
Awesome.
Awesome. Hey, well, Kings of Kendall. Oh, man, we appreciate you. That's an honor.
We just had a powerful session with Ty talking about the outsourcing side of things. It was absolutely wonderful. He taught you all how to get your books created by other ghostwriters. But when you get that book back, it's not going to be clean. It's not going to be formatted. So today we're going to be talking about the formatting and publishing side of things and how you can create that quality experience for your reader when you do get your book back. So we're going to talk about that. But if you're ready, just type that into the chat box. I don't know if y'all ready, though. Just say I'm ready in the chat box. Are y'all ready for this session?
The readies are flowing. There it is. All those readies. Everyone's ready. All right. So first, before we kick this thing off, Josh made a good point there. When he said formatting, he connected it with the reader experience. And that's true. This is what the readers get, So we want to make sure that we give them a good experience. That's one thing, right? Because they're very important, our customers, our readers. And then we need to make sure that we're formatting it correctly to get the most out of our book, from building our email list to exposure and to other things. So we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. So Josh, take it away.
Let's do it. So first up here, we have how to format your ebook. So a really easy way of thinking about this is just adding any additional content to the book and finalizing your content before you actually publish it to the Amazon marketplace for people to see. So these are the things that you would typically be formatting inside of your book. And when we say format, it's just adding on. So your title, your subtitle, and author name, making sure that that's listed. They see your title, they see any subtitle if it is a requirement, and also your author name there. Also a copyrights page, which is stating that nobody can take this content and resell it anywhere. You are the sole owner of this content. So you have to have that inside of there. We also have book content. So the story itself, formatting it so there's page breaks, words aren't flowing onto another page. The font size is good, making sure that your font style is good as well. And also including any images inside of the book if that's a requirement, like for children's books or any picture books or any images that you would want to put in there. We also have the lead magnet in front of the book, which is your free book that you would be giving to collect a name and email. And we're going to talk more about that later in another session. And then we have the clickable table of contents. This makes it easy for readers to click through chapters. And this is actually a requirement from Amazon. You have to have this inside of there. That way, so when they're going through the book, they can just click and instantly go to like another chapter. And then last things here, we have more books by author page. This is where you would place your link to other books in your library to make it easy for your readers to just click and go over and purchase one of your other books. And then once again, your lead magnet. So we have that in two places, the front and also back of your book too. So that way you have two chances of capturing that lead there. All right. So we have how to format your ebook. There's a few different ways that you can go about it. We have Google Docs and Microsoft Word. You can use that. We've used Microsoft Word a lot when we were first starting out. And then there's other softwares too. So like formatting softwares like this one here, Kindle Create, other ones like Vellum, if you're familiar with that. And then if you don't want to do it yourself, we also have the option of doing our personal favorite, which is just outsourcing the formatting, and somebody can make it look professional for you.
All right. So real quick, go back. How many of you are going to, like, just put in the chat box? We just want to know, are you planning to do it yourself through Google Docs and Microsoft Word? Are you planning to just use a formatting software like Kindle Create? Or are you planning to outsource it? Just let us know. So we got a lot of Sherry says, do it myself. Mana says, outsource. Slow down the chat. The chat's going in. Jennifer says, I use Kindle Create. Kelly says, myself. David says, outsource. Linda says, outsource. S. Barb says, outsource. Lala says, myself, Google Docs. Terry says, outsource at first. I like that. You know, you're outsourcing at first and you're learning it. Because it's like, you want to make sure that you know this stuff first. Like if you outsource regardless, make sure you learn it yourself so you can always work the business. And then you can make sure that other people are doing it right. So we have a lot of outsource. Well, that's pretty cool. And just real quick, Josh, how about we just take them over to Fiverr.com real quick and just show them, you know, because we have a lot of people saying they just want to outsource it.
Yep, give me just a moment here. I have this panel in my way, so I have to move it.
Okay. So for stuff like this, we usually go to Fiverr.com, and Josh is about to pull it up here.
Can you see it?
And we'll start. We see your screen.
Okay.
Yes. And you can also use Upwork as well, but we just find it's a lot faster on Fiverr for us. So Josh just put Kindle formatting, and he's just searching it now. So you can see some stuff here. Now, let's be clear, for formatting, we don't want to spend a lot of money on this. So I see $55 right there. And honestly, I'd rather just do it myself if I'm going to spend $55 and be completely honest. And then we have like Kindle Create is a free software that you could use. There's also something like Vellum that we actually are, using right now. It's been working pretty good. It formats things and stuff like that, but it's only really good for Mac computers. So, but if you're outsourcing this stuff, you can go to Fiverr, you can type in Kindle formatting, and you can see here, like, $15 right there. I like that very first one. Let's just open that first one there. $15 doesn't seem too bad. I'd rather spend 15 than 50.
Got a lot of
I'll tell you that.
too.
I mean, I'd rather do it myself, right? But let's look at the samples. Let's just see if you hit the next one. Oh, this is decent. Decent. How about let's go back. Let's see if someone that has like Vellum or formats it through that Kindle Create.
And let me sort it too, because there's a way you can sort it by best-selling and newest arrivals. And usually we'll click on best-selling so that way we get the best results.
Yeah. So Gabrielle said $10 to $20 and no higher. I definitely agree with that. Like when you're formatting your stuff, you should not be spending a lot of money on it because it's honestly really easy. And you can format your ebook, you can format your paperback, you can get it all outsourced if you want to. Someone asked, yeah, they use Vellum. This is a really good one right here, $10, and they use Vellum. So this is the software that Josh and I are currently using at this moment. We're always looking for new things, but it makes it very nice and clean, as you can see here, because this gives that reader experience. This is what you want. So for $10 right here, that you can get them to format with Vellum. And Vellum, just so you guys know, we can actually, how about we pull up Vellum just so they can see it real quick. Since we're talking about it, it's just better to give a image. So Vellum is a software that you can use to format your book. You can buy it. Now, it's one time $200 if you have an Apple computer. It's one time. And it's a really cool software. It's not bad at all, you know. But if you do not have an Apple computer, I don't think it's worth it, to be completely honest. I do not think it's worth it. And the reason why, we tested both ways. We had an Apple computer, but we just wanted to see what it's like if we had a Windows computer. And so you have to buy the software, right? So, all right, real quick. For Apple, you just buy the software, that's it. And then you have it. For Windows, you buy the software. So you have to spend your one-time $200. You have to get a Mac and cloud server, which you have to pay monthly for. And then you have to pay as you go, as you format for Windows. So it's not worth it, right? So if you want to use Vellum, this is it. But you can use something like just Kindle Create, Josh, if you want to pull up Kindle Create real quick. And Kindle Create is free. It's 100% free. And this is Amazon stuff that makes very nice, clean ebooks. You definitely check it out. We use Vellum. We don't use this one. This still makes it clean. We like Vellum better.
It's an option.
But yeah, this is an option. If you're choosing like, hey, what should I use? And Josh, can we drop this down in the chat box for them as well?
Yep.
So they can just, click it.
There's a link.
So this is just one option. So if you have a Windows computer, we're not recommending Vellum for you, because we use it, and all that money that you have to pay just to format is pretty ridiculous to us. But like I said, a lot of people in the chat said they're going to be outsourcing. So you just go on Fiverr and you can just type that in. You can find people, $10 is what we would look for. Nothing more than that. But we do highly recommend that you learn it yourself, so you don't have to spend that $10, right?
Exactly.
Okay, because that's $10 per book, every single book that you do. It adds up over time. So we always recommend that you do it yourself and learn how to do it, because it's honestly nothing crazy,
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now let's go ahead and open up the template. So